So now let's go ahead and move on to the My VMware Portal. All right, so the My VMware Portal, this is where you're going to go to access your TAP NFR license keys, file support requests, and download the VMware software bits. So to log on, you're going to want to go to my.vmware.com and enter your credentials or register for an account. And then after you have successfully logged into the My VMware Portal, you are directed to the home page. I will explain some sections of the home page view. So the first one I'll cover is alerts. At the home page, you will want to review any alerts that appear. You can access the alerts by clicking on your name in the upper right-hand corner and then select the alerts link. So download software. Focusing in the upper left, here is where you can download the VMware software bits to install in your development environment. To download the software, you will need to be given downloaded permissions to your TAP NFR license keys by the super user of the account. All right, so manage license keys. Here's where you manage your TAP NFR license keys. If you do not have this icon in your My VMware Portal, you will need to be invited to the entitlement account where your TAP NFR license keys are located. And then get support. This is where you can file a support request for VMware product support, My VMware Portal support, or other general questions. And then view alerts. Here's another link to manage your alerts. And then manage users and permissions. If you are an administrator to an entitlement account, you can manage who has access to the entitlement account and what permissions are granted to each user. Manage services. If you have any VMware subscription services, you will be able to view them here. And then finally, download reports. You can download a list of all license keys that you have permissions to view. This report is extremely helpful for the super user in knowing the orders, contracts, folders, and notes associated with the license keys. And then toward this page, this just provides you a quick virtual tour of the My VMware Portal.
So now let's review some definitions that are used in the My VMware Portal. Entitlement account, or EA. The entitlement account is similar to the license key account. This is where the VMware license keys are located. Super user, or SU. The super user in the My VMware Portal is the designated license key administrator for the EA. Procurement contact, or PC. The procurement contact is the primary contact for the EA. They can manage the EA just like the super user. Now let's look at the My VMware permissions. The super user can manage the user permissions in the My VMware Portal. You can see that these two individuals here have different permissions granted to them. The super user is the administrator who grants access and permissions. Here's a brief overview of the different permissions that you can control as a super user. You can grant permissions to view only specific folders or the whole account. This is decided by the super user. Manage roles. Permission to manage roles or add an administrator for the account. View support requests. This gives permission to view support requests that are filed for the account. View orders and support contracts. This provides permissions to view orders and support contracts for the account. View license keys and user permissions. This provides permissions to view the license keys and the permissions given to each user on the account. Manage folders and user permissions. Provides permission to move, add, or delete folders for the account. Divide and combine license keys. Permission to divide or combine license keys for the account. Upgrade and downgrade license keys. Permission to upgrade or downgrade license keys for the account. File technical support requests. Permission to file technical support requests for license keys owned for the specific entitlement account. Download products. Download permission is granted automatically if the user is added to the entitlement account. Moving over to the right side of the screen, a red circle means that the user does not have permission granted to them. A green circle means that the user has their permissions granted. A lock means that you are unable to modify or change this permission for this user. To download a VMware product, you will need to have access to the TAP NFR entitlement account, own the license key to the product that you wish to download, and this license key needs to appear in the entitlement account that you are provided access to. If you encounter problems with downloading, please contact your super user and request download permissions to the TAP NFR entitlement account. If you are having trouble downloading the bits in the My VMware portal, please contact the My VMware support team at myvmware-help@vmware.com. So here's a screenshot view of the VMware product download page. Where you are provided access to your TAP NFR license keys, you will be able to download the VMware software bits that you require by clicking on the blue Download Now button. If this button is grayed out, you will need to speak with your super user for assistance or contact the My VMware support team.